and you are backed by the Constitution, you have your protection detail. There is a police officer given to you. You have the power to tell the police officer, I cannot declare the result because of what this person is doing, what that person is doing. You have the power to tell the police officer, sack this person or let this person go and stand there. That's why during our time there was this do not cross ribbon where we gave out the limit where anybody at all could come, and we gave another limit for where officials could come.
Welcome back again. It's your boy Seuma, and I'm right here with
Fifi Edu, one and
only Fifi Edu. Sefi, Abatono, we've gone back to celebrate Christmas. Now, there's been a coalition and re-coalition and stuff. And recently, I think during the week in Supreme Court, ordered there. Okay, first of all, with the declaration of those special polling stations, you saw some videos.
Yeah.
Do you think, sir, the NDC people forced the Electoral Commissioner to declare their candidates, even though they had lost? Do you think they lost and they used because they are saying they were under duress? Either with John Walker or force one there. Buboma Abusa Dick na a name crop for Monado. Adrian, Adrian, what
Yeah, it's not true. I mean, I've watched the videos. Once again, you and I have worked under Afari-Gyan, Charlotte Osei, except Jean Mensah and from experience, I have been a returning officer. I would never agree with the video that I saw that these returning officers declare the results under duress. One of the videos that were circulating and they were using as evidence of the arrow declaring the results under duress was where Malik Basintali was standing, I think at the right hand side of the arrow. And I have downloaded the video, I have watched it several times in slow motion. There is nothing that shows that this guy was pressuring the arrow to declare the results for the opponent or for the NDC party candidate. There are a few things that we need to look at here. Number one, election results are declared at the polling station. So we all go to the polling station, we cast our votes, and then the presiding officer at the polling station, afterwards with the party officials, they come together and then they sort out the ballots to see which one would be accepted as a correct ballot paper or a correct vote cast on the ballot paper. And then they separate that one, and then they separate it from the spoiled ballot papers. Then afterwards, they separate them according to parties that won. And then it is counted from the numbering on the ballot box. So in this case, Dr. Baumia for the presidential, they will count for Dr. Baumia and then record the results or the number total valid votes counted will be recorded attached to his site. Then all the political parties. Then we come to the parliamentarians. I'm saying this based on my previous experience, having worked under Electoral Commission for two commissioners. Unless this has changed, I cannot say it will be. Then onwards, it is counted. So the party agents have to certify that all the ballot papers put at this place is your party's ballot paper, or it belongs to your party and then your candidate, your PC, and then none of it has jumped to this side or the other party, and then none of it has been put aside as a rejected ballot, because sometimes in the polling station they fight on the
Yes.
ballot, the rejected ballot papers. So after everything is satisfied, then they count. So if NDC gets 1, MPP gets 5, that is the number that will be used to fill the pink sheet. Then they will declare at this polling station, NDC had 1, MPP had 20, so MPP candidates, presidential candidate has won. On the parliamentary side, MPP had 2, NDC had 29, so NDC has won the parliamentary candidacy for this polling station. Then this one's after the polling officials, the party agents have signed and they are all given their pink sheets. The presiding officer takes the pink sheet to the collation center and goes to give it to the people in charge of collating. Then they would collate all the polling station numbers together and then say, after adding this and this place and that place and that place and that place together, MPP presidential candidate had 1. NDC presidential candidate had 1. Then they fill it on another pin sheet. Then NDC parliamentary candidate had 2. MPP parliamentary candidate had 3. So based on the collation, based on the numbers that we have put together, the party official there also signs, and not just one particular party official or agent, but then the official from maybe NDC, MPP, PDC, whatever party, they all have to append their signature to show that these results or these numbers that we are about to declare or we have written here, we have not added, we have not taken out, we have not massaged it in any way. So once these people append their signature, they certify that it is a true representation of votes cast. And before these people will come and sign at the collation center, they might have had the results from the polling stations already. So they would have gotten their numbers already and then put it together, and that's how they would be able to identify if there is an addition, omission, or subtraction. If they have not done it, when the collation center, when they make them aware of the numbers there, they will have to quickly call their polling stations and confirm. This polling station A, we had number 4. Is it true? What number did you have there? Then they confirm. And so if all these things are done and they all agree, then the returning officer comes to declare the result, the numbers that one person had for party A, the other person had for party B, the other person had for party C. Then by the power through the constitution invested in the returning officer, we say, I hereby declare so and so as MP elect. So once this person declares, so if there is anything that has to be corrected, it has to be done before the returning officer declares. As soon as the returning officer declares, you silly, no one know. And so if somebody is there, your party official is there, the opponent party official is telling the returning officer, Charlie, massage this number, Charlie, do this, Charlie, do this, Charlie, do this. And you know the constitution and you don't act there and there to ensure that the right thing is done. And you allow the returning officer to come and then declare somebody as MP elect. And later on you are telling me, in fact, the returning officers now who are saying they declared the results and the rest, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know the educational level. I don't know the intelligent level, because if you are under duress, you have the right not to declare. At that moment in time, all the power within that constituency rests on you. And you are backed by the constitution. You have your protection detail. There is a police officer given to you. You have the power to tell the police officer, I cannot declare the result because of what this person is doing, what that person is doing. You have the power to tell the police officer, sack this person or let this person go and stand there. That's why during our time there was this do not cross ribbon where we gave out the limit where anybody at all could come. And we gave another limit for where officials could come. And so if you have all this at your disposal as a returning officer and you fail to utilize it, and then the party official also have the constitution backing him to reject before the announcement and you did not do it, you have no right afterwards to come and say that that person declared the result under coercion or under duress, so I will not accept the result. It doesn't make sense because you had every right to prevent that person from declaring. And so for me, I've looked at the video physically, emotionally. There is nothing that shows that they announced the result under duress. And then the thing is that before the announcement will come, I mean, party officials are around. It's not that they are doing this in some corner B and then they'll come and tell you. Everything is open to the people around, the officials around. So before the returning officer will come and then declare the results, the parties themselves know. If I am the winner, I know I am the winner. If I am the loser, I know I am the loser. And definitely the loser will not come and stand beside the arrow to come and then declare him as the loser. No, it doesn't work that way. So definitely and assuredly, the winner or the victor will come and then stand because after everything, he's the one about to be declared a victor. So he has to be around so that in our old faction, they will hold the hand and then show to the people gathered there that Charlie, when we win you, when I MP elect. So, bro, I've, in fact, they have actually made me this whole drama about collation, recollation, everything has made me gone back to the constitution, which I haven't even tried to even look for where the constitution is to learn again after finishing SHS. But in this past few days, I've gone to refresh my mind about the constitution and then particularly the legislative instrument that the Electoral Commission uses or is using to that governs them. I'll say it once and for all that these people, there's nothing that shows that these returning officers announce the election results under duress. I think MPP just don't like the fact that Mahama will be a supreme leader with 183 plus parliamentary seats in the parliament house, and that's what they are fighting to break down. They don't want maximum power to be given to Mahama, President-elect Mahama, and that's what they are fighting to ensure that it doesn't happen. It's just a witch hunt, nothing else.
Yes. So, yes. With that, what baffles me is that the returning officer declared another person. The EC came out and said that the returning officer was under duress, and that matter they want to do a recollation, and they did a recollation, and I don't know what happened. The results were 10, and then the victory was given to the other candidate. The first declaration they declared NDC. The EC came back and said this, so they will have to recollate. They recollated with the same results that was collated, and victory was given to the NDC. After recollation, victory was given to the MPP. I don't know how it works. I don't know what can be done. I don't know if there were some fidgeting, and I don't know the consequences or the crime that comes with it. Whether they would, do you think they've declared somebody a winner, they've come back. Do you think they can do something to turn the results and go scot-free? Like, if willingly Party A won, does the EC has the power to manufacture another, results and give it to Party B, whilst we know that Party A has won? What would the EC gain, or what are the consequences if it comes out to be true that yes, of course, EC was trying to massage the the results for Party B. Secondly, what I do not understand is that before the recoalition, those who had won had taken the issue to the High Court, and the High Court didn't even give them a listen. They came with their petition. So the High Court said, "Oh, we won't even listen to your so. You should go back and recollate. What are this? What is happening? What are the consequences? Is this thing real, or I don't even understand? I'm trying to understand why all this thing is happening. Why will people risk their life if it is A, they will give it to B? What is in? What do you think about this?
Back in the days, in SHS, we learned something in relative government, which is called, I think it's in relative government and then social studies, and it's called kangaroo court. And then a kangaroo court is a court where you are taken to go and then receive your judgments. You don't go there for your case to be heard. You go there to receive your judgment. That's because before you would have gone, your case has already been um, judged indoors. It has been heard indoors and then judged indoors without your presence, without your representative. So you go there only to be meted at your judgment, whether you are guilty or not guilty, whatever punishment that will be given to you. And when I heard what was going on, when I heard the High Court result, that's the first thing that came to my mind, and that is what I said was, oh, so the High Court too has become a kangaroo court, because I was expecting that to have happened at the Supreme Court level, where recent issues often has portrayed them to be biased, and bias, by that I mean bias against the NDC. So I thought it was the Supreme Court that would have taken such a decision, but then it happened, and I was like, wait a minute, is our constitution not working, or we are testing our democracy? And here's how I look at it. Everything that has happened in this last 7 months coming is either happening intentionally, or someone it's happening intentionally because someone wants to set fire into this country, or it's like some people have overgrown their own senses, because it doesn't make sense what has happened. Number one, the EC. I mean, EC, and I like the fact that you and I have worked for the EC before, so at least we are qualified to give our opinions and then mixed in our own experiences. The EC, it was very funny. I was baffled. It was marvelous that they did the recollation, and then number one, the thing was turned over and given completely to the NPP, PC, the candidates, and then number two, number three, number four, number five, and I was like, wait a minute,
All of it.
all of it. Then I said to myself, let me stand up and go and find something to do, because by precedence of what the five result has gone, everything shows that the rest or the other four too will go to the MPPs. Number one, the English they used. It is a law, it is a constitution, but then it is also a simple English. Unless the Electoral Commission doesn't understand the simple English. Go and recollate. Recollate means to go and then start afresh, having the numbers back again, to see maybe you might have made a mistake. Maybe you were adding 1+1 and then because maybe it was in the night or you were rushing, you made it 1+10. So when the court orders you to go and recollate, you have to go and then start adding up the result from the polling stations. But then here was the case where the electoral officer, the returning officer, said, we are going to continue. From where? What the F?
They just
Where did you end it? And where you ended, if it was correct and acceptable, would it have brought this issue? Would it have brought us back to where we were standing around that time? It means the first one didn't work. So now come and start all over again. These people said, Nana, we are going to continue. From where? Here from I will continue from. And then
You know,
The-
in some baby or in some constituencies are what turning banner turning after coalition or continued coalition. You know,
Mhm.
they were what they ABS numbers. No, they beat NDC now would declare winner. Do Obi, I think one of this I can't quit something. What's the MPP really? It was just few was 9 or something numbers, and I was wondering, say, so where did they come from? Or
yes.
now,
Baba Sadiq previously had won with a gap of 1,000 plus. Now he comes back and loses with 6.
and I was
The
wondering,
country,
say, where did they come from? And maybe some police station be the crime, so then they have to go and search for it and bring it back to make it complete or what? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So be you are betting no because it wasn't plain and
it don't make sense at all.
and well, it doesn't make sense.
Even right now, and then the Electoral Commission is refusing to declare one the same Okankwe because one polling station their results wasn't recorded, so the Electoral Commission want them to rerun. And I'm like, so the first one stands okay. So Baba Sadiq won with a margin gap of 1,000 plus, and then the people registered on this in this police station are 600 in numbers. Okay, so 600 in numbers. Say you give it all to the NPP candidate, and then you take 600 from Baba Sadiq's margin. That's 400. He still beats